Stephanie, Rachel's case manager, and I wanted to thank you all for coming here today for Rachel's IEP meeting. I'm going to pass around a sign-in sheet that has a list of everyone's names. Just find your name and sign next to it so we know that you're here attending this IEP. I'd like to start off by going around the room and just stating your name and who you are so we can all get acquainted.
Hi, I'm Jessica, Rachel's teacher.
Hi, I'm Andrea, Rachel's school counselor.
Hi, I'm Gina, Rachel's mother.
Okay, great. Before we begin, Gina, if you could take a quick look over the first page, I just want to verify that Rachel's information, birth date, address, all look correct.
Yes, that looks correct.
Great. I just want to begin by giving a quick overview about Rachel. She is on the autism spectrum and currently on grade level in 4 out of 5 core subjects. She has some accommodations in place that will assist her in achieving higher academic status in language arts. Rachel is friendly and hardworking. She's expressed an interest in extracurricular activities and enjoys cooking, reading, and being with her family. Does this sound like Rachel so far?
Yeah, this does sound like Rachel.
Great. So as we move forward, we want to make sure that we have all the right accommodations in place for Rachel as she transitions into high school. We want to make sure that they are still effective and that Rachel continues to make progress. Because Rachel has been having difficulty in language arts, there have been some accommodations that have been put in place. She receives frequent breaks, extended time accommodations, and alternate testing formats. Do you believe all of these are still beneficial for Rachel?
Rachel does seem to benefit from her testing accommodations. This allows her to focus on her exam rather than worry about time running out on the clock. She also receives simplified wording on exams and highlighted key directions. This allows her to focus and process the most important information. However, the frequent breaks have become a bit of a distraction for Rachel. It seems as though she cannot remain in the room for long periods of time. She leaves the room without asking for permission or communicated where she is going. It has become a bit of an issue, and I am running out of ideas as to why she needs to leave so often.
Ms. Sparko, have you seen this behavior with Rachel or have any ideas of how to help?
Yeah. So I recently observed Rachel in the classroom and was also surprised at the amount of time she left the room. Each time her behavior exhibited anger and frustration. I spoke with Rachel but was unable to get a definitive answer as to why she felt this way. I observed the classroom once more and noticed an apple cinnamon plug-in air freshener, which may be the cause of her abrupt absences.
How could an air freshener be the cause?
Well, individuals with autism are often sensitive to things in their environment. This can include lighting, noises, and even smells. The set in the room seems to be a bother to Rachel and has become difficult for her to sit in the classroom and focus on her material. If you would like, I can develop a positive personal profile for Rachel. This document will include her strengths, interests, goals, and even dislikes. This will allow us all to have a better understanding and work out any idiosyncrasies.
Yes, a positive personal profile would be very helpful to have. I would have never imagined that an air freshener was causing Rachel to leave the room. I will remove it and note any behavior changes from then forward.
Okay, good. A PPP will definitely assist everyone with Rachel's needs in the classroom. According to her last IEP, one of Rachel's goals was that she will use previously taught comprehension strategies before, during, and after a given passage to build text meaning and achieve an average comprehension score of 60% on assessed readings. Has this goal been met?
Rachel has done extremely well over the past year. Her scores have continued to grow in language arts, and I would suggest to increase the goal for next year. Additional time on tests has benefited her greatly, and I also believe she was receiving tutoring services. Is that correct?
Yes, she has been seeing a tutor twice a week after school.
This has positively impacted her scores in the classroom. I think raising that goal to 70% would be a good fit for Rachel.
I agree. For Rachel's communication, I'd like to include a goal that she will increase her social communication skills by refining 3 or more social skills that are necessary to function in the classroom as demonstrated during classroom activities on 3 out of 4 days of interactions. This may include turning to see her teacher when moving or interacting at age-appropriate levels during free time.
I think this is another great goal to set for Rachel and can be measured through observations.
And to the parents, do you think these things seem appropriate for Rachel?
Yes, I think that with all of her supports, Rachel will be able to strive for these goals and improve even further from where she is now.
Great. Do you have any other questions or concerns regarding her in this particular area?
I was curious about one thing. Rachel has been complaining that some of the material is hard for her to keep up with. It seems to be a lot of reading, which can be difficult for her to comprehend.
Ms. Sparko, do you have any suggestions?
Yeah, so if the reading is becoming too much for Rachel, an audiobook or recording of the material may be helpful. She could even listen and follow along on the page at the same time. The library often has audiobooks of the textbooks as well.
I think an audio recording is a great idea. Rachel seems to respond well with verbal instructions rather than written directions.
Great. We'll add this to the accommodation as well. These are important modifications and supports made as Rachel heads into the next transition of her life. As Rachel begins to think about high school, she may begin to think about career options. Do you know what types of jobs interest Rachel?
Rachel has expressed a desire for baking and cooking. She always has a very big interest in this area.
Interesting. Ms. Sparko, do you know of any resources that may help Rachel meet this goal?
There are many resources out there that will help Rachel train in that field. There is a hospitality school nearby, as well as many transition programs that can help teach her those necessary skills as she desires. I can give you and Rachel more information in this area. I can even set up a time for us to meet and discuss future options.
I would love to do that. I want Rachel to be there so we can have a better understanding of what she wants in a future career.
I completely agree. Earlier this year, I have done exercises in the Career Compass booklet with Rachel as part of a classroom lesson. These assessments indicate how Rachel likes to learn best and what types of jobs interest her the most. She even did an assessment to determine what type of career cluster fit her best. You will be able to use these assessments and help Rachel set up a path that she may be thinking about.
It sounds like Rachel thought a lot about her interests and strengths for a career.
Exactly. And if Rachel is still unsure of what path she wants, that is okay too. We will work together to discover her skills and interests.
These all seem like great resources for Rachel that can help her succeed. Are there any other questions or concerns that need to be addressed?
No.
Okay. So Rachel will continue to receive testing modifications that will help her achieve the 2 new goals set in place. She will begin to think about her future by reviewing career assessments and meeting with the school counselor. She will continue to receive frequent breaks that will be measured and reevaluated if distraction continues to occur. Does this sound good?
Yes, that sounds good.
Great. So I want to thank you all for coming today and attending this meeting. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Thanks.